I kick it. People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out.
And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the 33-yard line.
Ito Smith, his first carry.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Throwing again. Ryan. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll...
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there on a Washington first. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. But yet again, it's McLaurin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That one is slant to McLaurin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards
yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Ito Smith, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here is Washington now to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Handoff. Tyler Davison on the tackle.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have come to halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And Kamara with a carry on first down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
That's another.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He's brought down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Again, it's Kamara, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Smith.
Ito Smith, the ball carrier.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Now Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's complete right around the 8. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Again, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Ryan will throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
At the 37.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and...
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And it's third down.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That's good.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. There's their man again. It's complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw again. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because
and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Ryan's pass.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his man on the crossing route.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Washington, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the thoughts in the telephone. No sense of smell, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, hiding your silence. No mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and poor. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pubs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they beat us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Been Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Stop the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit it.
Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, read on with the gang now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a ring now, legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now a dump off here complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Swift.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
On the pickup, it's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Deron Payne. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there.
There maybe to pin them back. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 20.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Gibson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Brought down by Trey.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5.
On third down, it's Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run the counter. Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. That's a third. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
2nd and 10.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Kerryon Johnson turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 30-yard line.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34. And now they're in the hurry-up.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
So far, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Another carry for the run.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's complete right around the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
The 41-yard line.
He'll give it here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Carried by number 39. He was
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14 to zip.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tabu will look to pass.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas.
And it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Tabu.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Tabu's pass.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side. They're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tamu looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Tamu.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Catch is made. It's Harmon.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
That's complete right around the 8. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shot.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With the arms, been moving zones. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With the arms, been moving zones. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my walk like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a beast. I better be. Third cold where the trophy should be. Yeah, he got me in the game now. Gridiron with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what?
I'm in the day, I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rollin' or rollin' the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again, yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.